Welcome back. Calf respiratory disease is an animal health concern that all operations face. In fact, it's the most prevalent disease in pre-weaning and weaning age calves, and it can cost producers a lot in terms of both time and money. Cattleman to Cattleman reporter Gary Foster takes us to Elizabeth, Colorado, to see how one ranching operation is using both tradition and technology to help prevent calf respiratory disease.
I was born and raised right here, been here all my life, and now I'm raising my family here.
Just 45 miles southeast of Denver is Running Creek Ranch, the largest registrar of limousine seed stock in the country. And ranch manager Joey Friend believes in everything the limousine breed has to offer.
Limousine's a breed that originated out of France. We first fell in love with the limousine breed there in 1980 because of their efficiency, their muscle, their yield, their overall carcass qualities.
Running Creek Ranch spends a lot of time and energy on genetics, and it's something they believe is extremely important in order to have a successful operation.
We're always real proactive in the genetic line, everything from DNA research, trying new sires, feeding research. We do feed cattle out ourselves and take the carcass evaluation and put it back to the cows.
Even with high-end genetics, Joey says it's the mix of tradition and technology that give Running Creek Ranch the upper edge.
We'll spend the most we can for the best genetics that we can put into these cattle, but we feel that we don't have to have the highest, most expensive equipment to do the feeding. We feel it's more economical to use a team of horses to feed our cattle with. It's more enjoyable.
They're steeped in tradition, and yet they're absolutely embracing technology for the future. That's a very interesting dance. They're doing it very well.
A strong calf respiratory prevention program is also another way they keep their herd top-notch.
To prevent respiratory diseases, I'd say the number one thing would be the vaccination program.
Joey relies heavily on Jim Martin, owner of Colorado Animal Health, to help ensure his animal health program is as strong as it can be, as well as to provide advice on the best products available.
Colorado Animal Health was started 34 years ago. I became acquainted with the Friend family shortly after starting Colorado Animal Health. And through the years, we've developed a very positive and good relationship. It is the type of relationship that you really put a value on.
We buy all our health products from Colorado Animal Health. Jim Martin came to us and said, hey, this new Vista product, I think it's really good, so we tried it. And Jim's always been good to get us in the right direction and treated us well, making sure that we have the best vaccination program that we can have.
With Jim's guidance, Running Creek Ranch started using Vista when it first became available.
We used Vista years ago and got along great with it. It was off the market for a while, and as soon as it came back, we went right back to it because we felt it was a quality product, and we feel that it's going to keep away all the evils of any respiratory problems in the future.
They pulled the Vista off of the market, and we tried substituting some products to replace Vista once and wasn't near as successful. When Vista got to be available again, we were both very happy about it. It is a product that makes your relationship with your customers even more solid. It's a quality product.
Now that Vista is back on the market, Joey believes he has a much healthier group of calves.
We keep close eye on how many calves we pull and treat and doctor. We definitely seen an improvement over that first year. The calves at weaning time, they wean better. We had less sickness and less overall respiratory problems.
We eliminated much of the summer pneumonia treating out in the pasture. We eliminate a lot of the stress on the calves. It is a very smooth vaccine. And by using Vista once, we don't knock them off feed. They're not going through a sweat, and they respond very well.
Joey says the cost of not using a product like Vista as part of his operation's animal product health protocol is extremely high.
It's easily over $20 an animal when you have to give them an antibiotic shot. So we have the cost of the the antibiotic, the labor cost, the transportation, and the overall time. So to put a value on that is really hard. I'm sure it would be $100 a head or more.
Welcome back. Let's return to reporter Gary Foster, who's learning more about ways to prevent calf respiratory disease.
According to Dr. Sybil, Vista is actually the top choice for ranching operations across the country because of the extensive research that's been done on the product.
It's still the product of choice for a great majority of people that use vaccinations. It is tried and true science. It continues to be researched to enhance it going forward, and at the end of the day, it is the fullest protection possible in a dose of vaccine for the cattle.
While every operation has a personalized vaccination program, the Vista line of products is unique in the way it can be customized to meet an operation's specific needs.
Vista and the line of products in the Vista line gives you all kinds of options to better personalize the operation. So, if you need Vista once, we have it. If you need one or two of the viruses, we have it. If you need a breeding program, we have it. So at the end of the day, the family of Vista products allows for great personalization of the operation that you're trying to give advice to.
I really like Vista once, not just because it's effective, but we can give one shot instead of giving two shots to obtain the same objective, same protection. Vista works. That's why I'm satisfied with it. I'm not a scientist, but I know Vista works. I've seen it improve many producers' operation.
In addition to helping meet an operation's specific animal health needs, Vista also has other unique qualities that many producers find invaluable.
We have modified live viruses in Vista. We also have the A-virulent cultures for Pasteurella and Mannheimia. And that's an interesting challenge, if you will, for the scientists, because we know that Pasteurella is a big, big deal in respiratory disease in cattle. And our A-virulent cultures bring technologies that we believe creates a profound immune system and the best immune response that we can get in cattle that are being vaccinated. The technology that we're exploring at multiple levels includes technologies to bring stronger, better, more effective Pasteurella and Mannheimia vaccines to the cattle business.
Having a good calf respiratory vaccination program in place not only helps Running Creek Ranch keep their animals healthy, but it also provides them with the reassurance that their cattle are going to stay healthy after they leave the operation.
Overall animal health protocol, I guess we'd start at birth. Calves are born, they're tagged and tattooed, and then when the calves are about 45 days to 60 days old, they will be brought in and they will be branded. They will be vaccinated with Vista once, in addition to the 7-way Vision product. When the calves are about 6 months old, we will sort the calves off the cows and give them a pre-weaning shot. This year we used the Vista once, and then we gave him a Vision 7 with Somnus vaccination.
Dr. Sybil says vaccination programs are just one piece of the puzzle, and it's important to remember the other factors required to have a healthy and productive herd.
It requires proper nutrition. It requires proper genetics. It requires proper colostrum. It requires proper management and herdsmanship. And then at the end of the day, it requires a good product like Vista to complement everything else that's been done well.
Diagnostics is also an important way to track what's working and what's not in the herd.
So you need to periodically look at some of the responses to vaccination using blood tests. The animals that get sick on the operation, you need to know why they got sick. And is this a trend or is this an individual just having a problem? That all goes into the equation to understand the personal need in an operation.
At the end of the day, Running Creek Ranch utilizes all the tools available to keep their operation going strong, and that includes collaborating with other producers and animal health representatives to continuously find new ways to make their operation even more successful.
I'm impressed with Running Creek and how over the years they've continued to seek out folks that are good collaborators in their operation. And it's so impressive when you see operations build on year after year after year of good information. And they're pushing the folks that are giving them advice to get better. And they're asking, are there other folks out there that can help us? And then they filter all that information out and they apply it on a daily basis.
Joey and his family's desire to grow and evolve Running Creek Ranch will keep the operation running strong and long into the future. Reporting from Running Creek Ranch in Elizabeth, Colorado, I'm Gary Foster for NCBA's Cattleman to Cattleman.
Now, to learn more about Vista and other products from Merck Animal Health, visit our website at cattlemantocattleman.org.